Exciting. Okay, so this is it. This is the last, the next time you see me for the top of the hour will be to kick off a 2-hour Friday night beauty show. And so this is clearly the last time that we're going to do our today's special value for today, which is a 24-hour deal. And we're just going to talk about gold. And we're going to talk about gold earrings. And we're going to talk about Adorna gold, which, obviously there's a big markup on jewelry. Let's not talk about anything we all don't know. Big markup on jewelry. And when you're dealing in, say, gemstones or brand names, there's one markup. And then just in general, like gold traded on the open market and obviously precious and really expensive. Obviously, it's really difficult to go to a corner jewelry store and indulge in gold these days without draining your pocketbook. So we thought we would remove some of those middleman pressures, and we started a line of our own fine, curated 14 karat gold here at QVC. And in this today's special value, which is one order of the year, and this is your last look at it on the day, we already have 1 out of the 4 sizes sold out. And so I'll tell you what's happening, because this marked the very first Adorna TSV ever at QVC. And these are 14 karat, and they come to us from Turkey. So we take you up here. The smallest size now available is the 1 inch. First, you're going to choose the size, then you're going to choose the color of gold, then you're going to choose whether you would like high polish or hand-done crystal cut. So up here in the 1 inch, this is the high polish. Polished yellow 14 karat gold, we have 320 to go around, that's it. Snap bar closure, gorgeously lightweight on the ear. In the diamond cut yellow, which that's all hand diamond cutting, we have 200 remaining. And in the polished white, 2 dozen remaining. That's it, 2 dozen remaining. Then we take you down here. The 1.5 inch, we have in the hand crystal cut, 150 remain there. Then the super high polish, which even have a faceting in terms of the way they play with light that is unexpected for something so glass-like in its finish. 200 remain. And then diamond cut yellow, 550. Oh, look at that. And the polished yellow gold, 450. My favorite, which I'm wearing them because I'm all about, my favorite size is already sold out in these. It was the 0.5 inch huggy hoop. Now that those are gone, my second favorite is the 2 inch, the big Grand Dame. I'm wearing them, and these are all last call and almost gone. You can choose the white 14 karat or the yellow. You can choose either the crystal cut in the white. That one is now gone, so taking it off the bust form. We do have polished white gold, 3 dozen remaining here in the polished white gold 2 inch. Diamond yellow gold, which in these, the yellow gold are my favorite, 130 to go around. And then polished yellow gold, 2 dozen remaining. As we invite out our guest, who Nan was with us, she's been with us all day, but I want to say that when you look at these retail values, the bottom row here, a 2 inch 14 karat gold earring should be $550 at retail.
Really?
Yeah. So until the end of today, you're looking at $399. In the center, a 1.5 inch earring done in either white or yellow 14 karat gold would run you almost $500 at retail. And so obviously what we're doing till the end of the day is $299. So the savings here are exceptional, but I'd love it, Nan, if you could, because I've been wearing them all night, and I feel leveled up.
Yeah, me too.
With my little boucle jacket. And explain who Adorna is, because the lovely thing is you're going to take us on this beautiful far-off journey to Turkey.
Happy to.
And talk us about the heirloom practices in which this brand, which is only found at QVC, curates and cultivates all of our gold jewelry. And in doing so is just I mean, second to none in terms of
Yes.
what you're delivering us.
I totally agree with everything that you're saying. Adorna is our proprietary line of 14 karat gold jewelry here at QVC. 14 karat gold is the U.S. standard. It is what we all love to wear every single day because it is durable, it is affordable, it's 58.3% pure gold, and all of your earrings are made in Istanbul. And Sean, I've told this story throughout the day, but I went to Istanbul as a young woman to entertain our troops with kind of like a USO type show. I've been twice to Istanbul, took every dollar that I had. I bought rugs and I bought Turkish gold. And I still have that bracelet. I brought it with me to this trip. It was 25, 30 years ago. But that, you know, as broke as I was back then, I was like, okay, this is my chance to have great crafted pieces of pampered, treasured gold that we have loved for centuries, generations, thousands of years. And Sean, the great thing about these earrings is that the hand craftsmanship that touches each one of those. In that diamond cut one, it's called a crystal cut. And I don't know if our beautiful model there, I think she has on the high polish.
Sam does. She's got
Sam,
the high polish.
hi Sam. The high polish are polished completely by hand. The fastenings, the saddleback closures, the end caps, the bar that snaps into the saddleback closure is all put on by hand. It is all hand touched, and then the final project is finished by hand, you know, polished by hand. But the diamond cutting is called a crystal cut. And a craftsman takes his or her wand of metal and carves out these little etches in your earrings, north to south and east to west. I mean,
and
by
look
hand.
at how tiny,
Tiny.
and just thin and delicate, and like that he must wear some sort of hyper monocle to do that. Like, it's just amazing.
I was watching the video. I've seen this process from start to finish, and his hands are through. It's kind of like you reach in a medical situation. His hands are through a plexiglass because he or she is right there on it. Every one of those marks is done by hand. How many thousands of these have gone out the door today? How much time did that take? A gentleman, a lady, craftsman in Istanbul, Turkey, an ancient, gorgeous city that I'm so pleased that I've gotten to go, did that work.
Well, and I love that you brought this to us today because, you know, we're in the throes of September. We're soon to be into the throes of getting ready for a variety of holidays and gifting. And I just feel like also as necklines grow, because, you know, cold weather leads to mock and then more turtle, seeing these dangle alongside like a turtleneck is so beautiful. A chubby kind of like soft, chubby, chunky sweater, and then there's the delicacy of like your 14 karat gold earring. They are light as a feather, Nan. I don't know if you want to speak to that.
I
but
would
like,
love to.
We are final quantities, final 12 minutes, final hour and then some 2 hours of the day. And this is your last look at these because obviously all day we've been highlighting them, but we're moving into a 2-hour beauty show to end off this Friday. So please pop these in your cart and check out.
Do check out.
Because the savings is extraordinary. But yeah, so tell everybody
About the lightness.
Yes.
Well, these are manufactured with the hollow manufacturing process. So, number one, that adds to the value. It's not, you know, a solid bar of gold that's going to be very, very expensive and out of range for most of us. But that hollowing also adds to the lightness of it. So, you know, sometimes when you're wearing those chunky sweaters, if something is really too light and too flimsy, it just goes like this, and you're just constantly doing that. That was not a pretty look on my face. But these have enough heft. They are 1/8 of an inch wide, and they have a dome on the exterior and a dome on the interior, and that's a little manufacturing thing. A lot of people do a flat surface on the inside, but this makes this beautiful, visual, uninterrupted flow of gold, and I think a curved surface reflects light much better than a flat surface.
For sure.
You just have an edge on a flat surface. This, you have an entire curved plane, if you will.
Oh, I think they are so beautiful, but what's so lovely too is just their simplicity.
Yeah.
So here's what you're choosing yet again to remind you, because we're moving into our final quantities and our final minutes of the day. Up top is now what remains of our smallest size that's still available, the 1 inch. Fewer than 500 total in the 1 inch. You choose the 1 inch either in the high polish white gold 14 karat. My favorite is the crystal cut or diamond cut yellow gold, and then the high polish yellow gold. At retail, the 1 inch should be an almost $300 pair of earrings. They're $199 until the end of today.
Wow.
We move you down into the 1.5 inch, which I just think are spectacular.
That's the perfect size
right?
to me, yeah.
Perfect. All of these come in the following: white gold diamond cut or high polish, or yellow gold diamond cut or high polish. And then my hands down favorite.
Yeah. Have we lost one of those?
Yeah, we have the silver, I believe, diamond cut. We are
gold,
official last call in our polished yellow gold 2 inch. And we have 7 pairs of those remaining, and that's it.
Wow.
I also want to just say, instead of being a flat hoop, a flat sheet of metal, these are a hollow tubing, so there's a domed kind of rounded dimensionalness to them that I think when you turn sideways is so much more interesting than just like a flat piece of metal that only has 2 sides.
Completely. That catches all the light. Look at the inside of it, the outside of it. And it wouldn't do that with a knife edge or, like you said, a straight piece. So why do we wear earrings? Well, first off, my mother-in-law, who's a young, she shouldn't be up this late, but she's a young 91 years old. She goes, "Hi, Miss Pat." She said,
Hi, Miss Pat.
I do not feel dressed without my earrings. If you're that person, you are going to feel dressed, you're going to feel complete, you know, pop your lipstick on and your mascara and head out the door. The only thing I say don't do in your gold is swim in chlorinated water.
Okay, good point.
Just be aware of that. Yeah. But gold is meant to last you your lifetime. Gold is this is 58.3% pure gold. You know, 14K, I don't know if you know the actual breakdown.
No,
I'll be happy to. It's the American and the most popular standard of caratage, meaning the percentage of gold to the alloys that you put into gold. So the 58.3, the remaining 40-something, I can't even do the math fast enough, makes up the alloys that give gold its durability and its affordability. So 24 karat gold is really, really expensive and very soft for jewelry. You would dent it. But this 14K, a lot of people only want this as their standard, and this is for everybody.
Everyone.
Every person. I don't care your
funny.
age.
We just had that show that you were in tonight, 50 and Fabulous. And I mean, look, we all get it. You know, like as you age, like maybe you're not wearing the shortest skirt over 50, right? Like you could when you were 20. But the beautiful thing about a hoop is a hoop doesn't care what shape your face is, how old your age is, if you have long hair or short hair, you know, if you have a wide jawline or not, if you're losing your hair. Like a hoop never under delivers. It's always like a stud, the perfect finishing touch to an earlobe. And I also would just say, when you're dealing in 14 karat, this is the kind of investment that never lets you down, never loses its value, never like tarnishes like a cheap hoop would from like an accessory store. Like this is really, these are the go-to. I don't know how you don't pick up for that price on your screen, and the easy pay that we're offering, like a pair for yourself and a pair for mom or your sister or your daughter who, like, you know, like I have a niece who's in her senior year of high school this year, right?
Wouldn't she love to know every time she put these on for the rest of her life that you gave them to her? That's what jewelry does. Jewelry, I used to think that jewelry just did one thing, it made us feel beautiful. But jewelry does so many things. It ties us to the person that gives it to us. It ties us to a moment in time to celebrate. If you have someone that you want to give these to, if they have pierced ears, guess what? They fit. You don't have to worry that they don't fit. You know, that's the beauty of them. And think about the fact, too, that these are from a manufacturing company, a factory that has been in Istanbul, Turkey for almost 30 years. They're one of the top 5 production companies in terms of volume of jewelry, of fine jewelry in all of Europe.
So what makes Turkey so renowned for their gold?
Their ancient craftsmanship. You think about a Byzantine. Well, guess where a Byzantine originated? You know, it was during the Roman Empire that Turkish artisans in Istanbul started crafting Byzantine chains. It's like Italy. It's just a focal point for great craftsmanship, a hub for wonderful production. And trust me, I know you may not know me well, but I tell it like it is. I have had that bracelet for almost 30 years, and I can vouch for Turkish quality. If you've never gotten to go to Istanbul, it's one of the most amazing places.
I know, I would love to. My mom did,
did
back when
she?
she was still able to travel. My brother lived in Europe, so my parents would go visit. And, you know, I mean, when you get into that part of like Eastern Europe and the Mediterranean, and, you know, you're in like a biblical level.
Completely, completely.
You know, era of history and everything.